Hello and welcome! As Rune Factory 5 is about to launch, I am coming at you with easy-to-gift items for your favorite love interest so that we can all get busy wooing and marrying our sweethearts as fast as possible. Because what else would we be doing in this game? Rune Factory is basically a dating simulator, right? Okay, jokes aside, in this video I will be explaining a few easy cooking recipes or easy to obtain items. However, keep in mind this is just one way to go about it. I hope you can use this video while you're playing along and maybe pause it here and there if you need to. But before we jump right in, I want you to keep a few key points in mind. Number 1. Home-cooked dishes and handmade crafts will always earn more affection points than store-bought items. So get your aprons ready because pleasing our crush will involve a lot of cooking. Number 2. On a character's birthday, we're going to be getting an extra affection boost if we give them a present, so don't forget to check the calendar and be prepared for their big day. Number 3. I suggest to do a lot of rinse and repeat of cooking and gifting everything that I am mentioning, and make sure to talk to your love interest and give them their favorite and liked items every single day. Yep, you better don't slack off. Just kidding though. Bonus point number 4. As soon as you get closer to your desired candidate, definitely don't miss out on going on a bunch of dates. But as far as dating goes, I have a few more things to tell you about, guys. That's why let's leave this hot topic for another video. If you want to see and hear more about romancing, dating, and love confessions in Rune Factory 5, or if you simply want to know more about how to live your fun life in general, do consider to subscribe and follow me around for more content. But without further ado, let's move on to the marriage candidates. Please enjoy. Murakumo. Okay, so for Murakumo, all of his favorite items are really troublesome to get, so let's scrap that entirely. Instead, let's go smaller steps and focus on making one of his liked gifts, for example, dango or so-called dumplings. These are quite easy since they only require a level 2 cooking skill, and you will simply need a steamer as a kitchen tool and dango powder from the general store. Let's just give Murakumo sweets every single day. At least I would love that. Martin. Since Martin is a craftsman, of course, ores and gems will make good gifts for him. Just giving him any low-level ore will already make him happy, even if it's scrap metal. But his absolute favorite ores are orichalcum and the draconic stone. However, those will only be obtainable after you clear the main story. That's why until you get there, focus on making fruit sandwiches for him instead. These are pretty easy to make since you only need bread and strawberries. Then again, keep in mind that for making bread, you will at least need an oven and flour that can be purchased at the general store. I think strawberries will take a tiny bit to get in the beginning, but to find out how, please feel free to skip to Beatrice's section where I'm explaining it a bit more in detail. Cecil. Here we've got another candidate whose favorite gifts are mostly a hassle to get, but as he likes fruit in general, you can just go to the woodland forest to collect oranges and grapes and give them to him every day, until you manage to cultivate your own fruit, preferably, again, our good old strawberry. So as soon as you are able to harvest your own strawberries, you can start making fruit sandwiches. I think I said it just earlier, but I'll explain it again since you might skip through different parts of the video. So for the fruit sandwich, you will need an oven and flour from the general store to make bread, and also, well, strawberries. Honestly, I think I could make a whole video about strawberries if you ever needed one, so just let me know if you do. For now, again, if you need help with getting strawberries for Cecil, please jump to Beatrice's section. Honestly, there are really a lot of characters who love strawberries, but so do I. Moving on. Ryker. Do I need to say it one more time? Again, in this case as well, I just tell you to forget about his favorite items in the beginning at least, and let's go with an easier version. For that one, I'd advise you to make sure to level up your cooking skill constantly, as Ryker likes to eat homemade dishes, and he especially likes them piping hot and fried or roasted for some reason. For example, fried rice balls and french fries. But by far the easiest one to make is the toast. All you're going to need to make it is an oven and flour to make bread first, and then you can use the bread to make toast. And if you reach cooking level 33, then you can finally start making croquettes. One of his favorites, use a frying pan and have oil, potatoes and eggs ready to make them. Lucas. He's a little bit of a weird one. I think he has much fewer gift preferences than all of the other candidates, but that also means that he has fewer items that he dislikes. Well, he does like crystals, but if you really want to give him valuable items like these, that is really your choice to make. I would instead just go ahead and gift him any kind of item that you currently have at hand that you don't specifically need, and raise your friendship level with him bit by bit. Just make sure not to give him obvious trash or something like scrap metal, failed dishes, stones, weeds, twigs and such. Weirdly though, he does like empty cans that you can catch while fishing. To each their own, I guess. At least he doesn't have any item that he really hates, so that's a good thing. His favorites are actually curry udon and tempura. So clearly our dear gentleman here does seem to prefer Japanese food. I just personally hate fishing and I'm way too lazy to fish for shrimp all the time to make tempura, and a curry udon requires a much higher cooking level and a few more ingredients, but of course feel free to save these options for later if you want to. What I would personally go for instead is making simple udon every day. You can make it easily in a pot, you only need cooking level 7, and all you have to get is flour from the general store. Reinhard. One of his easiest favorite items is the toast. Again, you will need cooking level 21, an oven, and a flour that you just bought from the general store. First, use the flour to make bread in the oven, and then just shove the bread in the oven and you get toast. Until you reach cooking level 21 though, I'd recommend just buying turnip seeds that you can easily get from the general store right from the beginning. Also, Reinhard is such a soft-hearted soul that he even appreciates all of our failed dishes and our crafting failures too. Well, after all, it's the thought that counts, isn't it? Lucy. She loves fishing and fish in general, but especially tuna. That means it's time to go fishing over and over again to raise your fishing level, and you can just gift her all the fish you caught in the process. If you also raise your cooking level simultaneously, you can actually make salmon rice balls, also one of her favorites. It's a cooking level 20 recipe, and you're gonna need to fish for salmon, which you can basically catch anywhere you want. Also, get your hands on rice and sour drop from the general store. Other than that, she likes milk, which is also easy to obtain if you tame a Baphomoo monster early, so you shouldn't have any problems running low on milk. Or she likes all kinds of fruit. If you skip Cecil's part, you might want to check his section out to find out where to obtain fruit easily. Priscilla. She loves chocolate-based items and cake the most, but since she also likes simple things like eggs, you can just get your own Cluckadook chicken monster early, or even easier than that, just buy chocolate from the general store for her. As soon as the flower shop will be open, you can instead start growing pink cat flowers as a gift. When you reach cooking level 35, I'd suggest making chocolate sponge cake, which only requires a steamer as a kitchen tool, flour and chocolate from the general store, and eggs and milk that you'd usually have at hand pretty early on if you tame a cow monster like the Baphomoo, and as I said, a chicken monster like the Cluckadoo. Fuuka. She loves emerald, golden salmon, and golden octopus. But since she generally likes all kinds of fish and also ores, it's much easier to just start by giving her whatever fish you're catching every day. Later on, you can then give her less valuable ores that you will find in low-level dungeons, such as silver or gold. Just make sure to avoid giving her any scrap metal and you're good to go. Beatrice. She loves anything that is made out of strawberries, like strawberry jam and strawberry milk, but she also likes other types of fruit, like apple, and she likes bread. For starters, I'd recommend giving her bread as its ingredients are easy to get. You only need an oven at home and flour from the general store. When it's fall season, you can start growing a lot of strawberries for her and store them later to make strawberry jam out of them. Important to know here is that strawberries won't be available from the start, but there are multiple ways to get them. For example, you can grab strawberry seeds from an invisible treasure chest in the woodlands. Invisible chests can often be discovered by fellow NPCs in your battle party or by one of your tamed monsters. However, to permanently unlock strawberry seeds in the general store, you will have to look out for 2 requests. The first one being harvest at least 1 potato, 20 turnips, and 5 radishes. And the second one will be asking you to have harvested at least 6 different crop types in total. While you're making bread for Beatrice, try to level up your cooking skill as often as you can, because the strawberry jam that we're aiming at is a level 27 recipe. For that one, you're only going to need strawberries as ingredient and a pot as a kitchen tool to recreate it. Scarlett. She loves tempura and likes rice balls. For the beginning, I'd suggest making rice balls as these only require cooking level 2 and you can get the only ingredient you need, which is obviously rice, at the general store. Later, when you reach cooking level 32, you can then proceed making tempura. So make sure to collect eggs regularly and do a lot of fishing for shrimps in any waters you like. Other than that, you're gonna need oil and flour from the general store and a frying pan. I guess it is fairly simple to impress her, maybe except for the fact that I really hate fishing, but you probably heard that one already in this video, sorry. Ludmila. As she is quite the masochist, she does love to poison herself with things like the fried poisonous rainbow trout, but she also likes all kinds of non-poisonous and poisonous flowers like the toy herb or the charm blue. That makes it really easy to just buy her toy herbs at the flower shop or even flower seeds in general. Or if you do decide to give her poisonous things like the fried poisonous rainbow trout or the charm blue, Ludmila is going to take damage from it. So make sure to have an antidote ready at the same time and don't hesitate to heal your future wife up after you personally poisoned her. Technically, you could try to catch a rainbow trout, and here are the 3 locations in Ryker to do just that, but the probability to catch one ranges between 5 and 6%, so I'd personally not even try. Anyways, if you do manage to fish a poisonous rainbow trout, you can make the fried poisonous rainbow trout at cooking level 27 with a frying pan. Good luck! There are quite a few things to take into account when trying to impress your sweetheart, but I hope this will help you a tiny bit with your own playthrough. Please feel free to let me know if you like videos like these and which character you want to marry the most, because the more people we have gushing about our virtual girls and boys, the merrier. But that is everything from me for now. Have a lovely day and I'm hoping to see you in the next video.